Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters Marketing, your source for all things marketing. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today is a very special reunion 2020 episode. What is that? That's when I bring on a guest I had on the past, and I liked him so much I had to bring him right on back. So today's guest, our return guest, is Guillermo Bravo, and he's CEO over at Foot Traffic. Guillermo, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me. How's your 2020 going so far?
Oh, man, it's amazing, and I'm excited to get some updates and trends and what's going on with marketing from your vantage point. But before we do that, I don't want to assume all the new listeners caught your first episode, so let's just get into what you're doing over at Foot Traffic. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Yeah, so my name is Guillermo Bravo. I'm the CEO of Foot Traffic. We are a marketing agency focusing exclusively on cannabis dispensaries and delivery services. So we're based out of San Francisco, and we really focus on doing what, it says in our name, driving foot traffic to retail stores. And we do that through our four main marketing channels, which is SEO, search engine optimization, SMS, which is text message marketing, Google Ads, we all know who Google is, and then geo ads, which is leveraging different display advertising networks to target people on their mobile phones.
So you're the guy that I want to ask for these updates. So I mean, obviously everybody's heard, cannabis, it's everywhere, right? In terms of on the news, everything else, more and more states legalizing it for both recreational use, all that other good stuff. So I mean, this whole burgeoning industry, some say the green rush, all these other terms for it. But from your end as a marketer, I mean, what's interesting for you right now? Because you have boots on the ground helping these companies on a one-on-one level.
Yeah, right now I think it's the evolution of the cannabis industry. There's more and more highly qualified individuals coming into the industry from all different sectors, and they're really bringing their expertise, knowledge, and money to the industry. So there's a lot of change and transition going on right now. There was there's a lot of struggle last year, which is due to the highly regulated industry. It took people too long to get their stores open. They didn't have a best or a worst case scenario in line when they did their business plan and when they're hiring and they're trying to open. So since it's a highly regulated industry, there's a lot of people that just didn't get their doors open, and you're just bleeding through money, and you're paying rent and paying your mortgage and whatever it might be, and you don't have any money coming in. So that definitely hit hard on some states. Other states, like Oklahoma, they're just wide open. You can apply for a license and you pretty much get it in a few months. But with that being said, with a high barrier to entry in most states, the value of their licenses and the value of your business is much higher. If you're in Oklahoma, anyone could get a license. Your license is pretty much worth nothing. And any Joe Schmo can go over there and apply for a license. But when you do that, you have a lot of inexperienced people coming into the industry, say, for example, in Oklahoma, that have no retail experience, and they're not going to be successful. So we've seen a lot of natural growth in the industry and just natural consolidation. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation right now. MSOs, which are multi-state or multi-store operators, are definitely raising money, especially out of Canada, because they can, since it's federally legal. And they're just coming in with their big pockets and buying up stores and licenses. So that's what you're seeing a lot of right now. Yeah.
Let's get into the marketing side of things. So, you specialize in driving traffic. What's been working? So I know you say it's a multi-channel approach, but I also do know, just like some of the more experienced, let's say, operators in terms of retail and other things that are applying their craft to this to make it overall a successful industry and for their clients, you're doing the same thing. So, I mean, you had a lot of background in this, and you decided to take your expertise and apply it to this niche. So, what's interesting to you on the marketing side?
Yeah, I mean, the four channels that I mentioned, SEO, SMS, Google Ads, and Geo Ads, those have been our four biggest ROI drivers, and that's why we only focus on those four. We have some other a la carte products, but those are our real, the numbers speak for themselves, and that's what I really love about marketing is the numbers don't lie, the data is there, we can track everything, and we can tie it to a number. So, for example, if you have a dollar that you invest in Google Ads, from one of our case studies, you can expect $60 in return in revenue. So, the numbers don't lie, they're there to support it. I would say that the challenge in the industry is high regulation. You need to be only reach a certain amount of people that are 21 and up, and you can only show certain things. There's a lot of limitations, but for what we do, it doesn't apply because what we do is digital, and SEO, for example, is organic and natural, and you can't regulate that. It's kind of like a free market, right? So how can you regulate free Google searches? It's not possible. So that's why we really focus on that as one of our channels.
So it seems like it makes perfect sense because I was wondering what some of the unique challenges were for people that are marketing cannabis, or also for people that are, the actual shops themselves that are hiring an agency to market for them, to be with a reputable, experienced agency. And I mean, when you say it that way, it makes a lot of sense. It's like, well, there's a lot of regulation, other things going on, but if you focus on the basics, I mean, you can't regulate somebody searching Google, right?
Exactly, and there are limitations, but for us, we have 4+ years of experience working with dispensaries solely, and me personally, I have upwards of 15 years in digital marketing as in general. So we've applied all of this industry knowledge and market knowledge and campaign, running successful campaigns, and really been able to just to dominate every market that we go into.
That's awesome. So what are the right types of, there's some people listening right now that are either in the industry or entering the industry. What are the right types of clients or dispensaries and that you like working with that are the right kind of niche for you?
That would be the multi-store operators and high-volume stores. Those are our top two clients that we want to work with because they give us the budgets that we need to make them successful. Unfortunately, a lot of the dispensaries have the mentality that weed sells itself, but as you know, with the emergence of mobile phones, Facebook, Google, all these technology platforms, that's no longer the case. Every business has to compete on a local level through mobile devices and reach, everyone has a cell phone in their pocket, and that's where you need to reach them. And unfortunately, a lot of these dispensaries are underfunded and do not spend enough money on advertising, and that's why they're failing, hands down.
I gotcha. So Guillermo, if somebody is listening to this and they do want more information on foot traffic or to learn more about your services, what's the best route for them to reach out and to follow up?
So our website is foottraffic.co, and that's FOOTTRASSIK.co. My email is Guillermo, GUILLERMO @foottraffic.co. And then, if you want to call us and talk to a real human, give us a call, and that's 650-822-7506, and we'll actually pick up and talk to you. And if you want to jump on a video conference, we're more than happy to. We're not hiding behind the computer screen here at Foot Traffic.
What is this craziness? What kind of operation are you working over there? You got real humans, Guillermo?
You know, we don't have drones over here, or whatever you want to call them.
Bots? Oh man,
Bots.
not only bots. Oh man, you're on the marketing show, not the innovation. That's all right. So you're allowed to have humans.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Guillermo, it's been awesome catching up with you again, and for this reunion episode, and also learning. Thank you for the update on what's going on in the cannabis industry in general, and of course specifically what's going on in marketing for the cannabis industry. So thanks for all that, and to the audience as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Marketing, don't forget to give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the comment section. I mean, love to hear your view on what's going on in marketing and other things you're working on. And Guillermo, thanks again for coming back on the show.